number one, which is the housing crisis and the soaring cost of living.
I just talked to a couple of students who said, it just feels like so much is out of reach at this point. For example, saying something like just being able to afford a house doesn't seem like something that they could do.
There is a housing crisis right now, and a lot of people can't really afford the necessities.
Because I don't want to be homeless again. Every time I come to Nova Scotia, I become homeless.
Now, it's no secret that housing costs have exploded across Canada. The average rent for a two-bedroom apartment has jumped over 27% since 2019, with cities like Montreal up 70% and Vancouver nearing $3,200 a month. Things like groceries, gas, and childcare costs have all surged, pushing household budgets to the limit. And according to Stats Canada, nearly half of Canadians are deeply worried about housing affordability. And for many, the dream of owning a home is completely dead. And it's about being able to even stay in the country at all. This growing financial pressure is the number one reason I hear by far why Canadians are packing up and leaving. It's really hard to build wealth when rent takes up half your income. Next reason is better career opportunities. Many Canadians are realizing that opportunity and pay are often stronger outside of the country. For example, a software engineer in Toronto earns about $106,000 per year on average, and the same role in San Francisco pays around $222,000 US, about 3 times more, at over 300,000 Canadian, according to Glassdoor here. Now, even after accounting for a higher cost of living, engineers in the Bay Area often end up with 30 to 80% more disposable income and much faster career growth and opportunities. Plus, you get to live in the always sunny California. Now, with global demand for skilled talent, from tech in Silicon Valley to even finance in, say, London, it's no wonder so many Canadians are chasing bigger paychecks and better prospects abroad. Next is the high taxes and the national debt. Canada's top marginal tax rate now exceeds 53% in provinces like Ontario and BC, among the highest in the developed world. But what worries many Canadians and myself even more is how those taxes are being used. Government debt has climbed to a staggering $96,000 per person as of 2025, and that's been up sharply since the pandemic. To me, this is a huge concern because as debt rises, so do interest costs. Canada now spends tens of billions of dollars each year just on debt interest payments alone. Money that could have gone towards healthcare, housing, or tax relief. And with higher interest rates in recent years, that burden keeps growing. Now, if this debt continues on this path, Canada could eventually face some serious financial strain. Next reason is weather. The harsh winters, the short summers, and the months of gray skies make Canada a very tough place for anyone who craves warmth or outdoor living. And for many Canadians, it's not only about the weather, it's about the lifestyle that weather limits. So if you love the beach, your options here are very limited and seasonal at best. For people who thrive on sunshine, being able to run, swim, or just sit outside every day can feel like freedom to them. As someone who grows up in Alberta where you barely get to see the sun during the winter, that could deeply affect people that really crave the sun. So after years of scraping ice off of windshields and navigating treacherous roads to go into work and waiting for summer to finally arrive, it's no wonder many Canadians start dreaming of a life where the good weather never ends. The next big reason I see is remote work and global lifestyle upgrades. Now, the rise of remote work has opened the door for Canadians to live better for less. If you could earn in Canadian or US dollars while living in places like Mexico or Thailand, that could easily double or triple your quality of life. Now, according to Numbeo, the cost of living in places like Playa del Carmen in Mexico or Chiang Mai in Thailand is about 60% lower than in Toronto. So if you're earning $3,000 a month, that's barely enough to scrape by in cities like Vancouver or Toronto, but it can cover rent, dining out, travel, and you can even save money abroad. For many freelancers and remote workers, it's the ultimate lifestyle upgrade. Next is the entrepreneur advantages elsewhere. Now, Canada's red tape and high compliance costs push many business owners to look abroad. Starting a company here often means navigating multiple provincial regulations, slow approvals, and complex tax filings. In contrast, there are many countries around the world that offer one-stop registration systems and light reporting requirements. For example, US LLCs can be formed in a day for under $300, while places like Dubai and Hong Kong can attract founders with low taxes and easy global trade access. If your business gets big enough in Canada, corporate taxes can reach up to 27%, and that comes with growing bureaucracy. So a lot of entrepreneurs are finding it far simpler and more profitable to build their next venture overseas. And if you've been thinking about whether life might be better abroad, whether as a remote worker or entrepreneur, planning the financial side is critical. And here at Blueprint Financial, we've helped many Canadians map out the right cross-border strategy, from things like tax residency to investments and retirement. We're fee-only, transparent, and independent. So check out our services on our website and book a free discovery call with us, because to build the life you want abroad, you need the right blueprint. Next reason is healthcare struggles. Now, Canada's universal healthcare is often touted as a national pride point, but it's also becoming one of the biggest frustrations. Wait times for family doctors, specialists, and even basic procedures have reached record highs. Canadians now wait an average of 27.7 weeks between seeing a general practitioner and receiving treatment, the longest ever recorded. That's over half a year, which is insane. Now, on top of that, the World Index of Healthcare Innovation ranks Canada only 18th out of 32 developed countries for overall healthcare performance. So we're in the bottom half for the developed countries. Many Canadians with the means to do so are now looking abroad for faster, more efficient private care. The next big reason is to stretch their retirement savings. More Canadians are realizing their CPP and OAS and retirement savings can go much further abroad. In Canada, rising costs are definitely eating away at their fixed incomes, but in countries with lower living costs and affordable private healthcare, retirees can often greatly increase their quality of life on the same budget. Many destinations also have favorable tax treaties with Canada, meaning CPP and OAS payments can be received abroad, sometimes with little or no local tax. And for retirees, that combination of lower expenses, warmer weather, and better value makes retiring abroad increasingly appealing. Leaving Canada without a plan can cost you big, and I've seen people pay thousands more than they needed to. So if you want to avoid that, download our free guide on the 7 CRA tax traps to avoid when leaving Canada. The link is in the description. Next is politics and bureaucracy fatigue. Growing bureaucracy, complex regulations, and a sense of political polarization has made some feel disillusioned with how the country is being run. I've heard a lot of complaints about slow government processes, overreach, and an environment where political correctness sometimes stifles open discussion, which I'm hearing more and more of. Now, while Canada remains a free and democratic nation, some people feel that personal freedom, innovation, and honest debate are becoming harder and harder to come by. So for those seeking a simpler system or a greater sense of autonomy, starting fresh elsewhere might seem like a fresh breath of